Hello there, everyone. This is Jack from the Stock Serpent Watchdog, and right now I am looking at Aurora Cannabis Inc. Now, this is a $6 billion company that is a cannabis or a marijuana company, and I would like to have a look at it for the first time. I have never looked at any cannabis company before. I know that there is a speculative mania going on, and there are a lot of people who are interested in this right now. So let's start. We're going to do a full process 10-point checklist on this stock. And the first item is price relative to the Kumo. Now, price relative to Kumo, we look at if the price is trading above or below the Kumo cloud. Now, right here, we can see that price has actually broken down below the Kumo. Now, this is the Kumo, this is my support and resistance, and it has broken down. So that would be my first negative check on my checklist. It's a bearish point. Now, it traded back up into the cloud, and then it came back through the cloud, and we are still trading under the cloud. So is price trading below the cloud? Yes, it is. What is happening with the second point, which is price relative to the Kumo shadow? Now, here's a quick lesson in the Kumo shadow. The Kumo shadow trades behind the current price, and this would be a support zone that the Kumo shadow gives to price. Now, look at that. This section here is part of the cloud in the past. We call it the Kumo shadow, and especially this red line, which is called the Senko Span B. It is the slowest moving indicator in the Ichimoku system, and therefore it offers the best support and resistance levels to watch out for. So this is where there's going to be a battle between buyers and sellers, and right now it looks like the Kumo shadow is actually giving some kind of a support here. So that would be very bullish, and I'm going to check that bullishly. So moving on to the third item. The third item is the Tenkan-sen greater than the Kijun-sen? Now, the Tenkan-sen is this blue line here. The Kijun-sen is up here. There is a massive gap between them. The Tenkan-sen has broken down below here. Look at that, and it is definitely trading below. That is a negative. So the fast moving average is trading below the midterm or the intermediate moving average. So that is definitely bearish. That means the trend is down indeed. The fourth item on my checklist is price near or close to the Kijun-sen. Now, the Kijun-sen is this line here. It has been flat for a while. Now, that is by itself kind of a strange thing. When it turns flat, it means that there's some kind of consolidation going on, and that price has not been able to push past the highs from 26 days, or from 26 days within the past 26 days. It hasn't been able to push through that price. So in terms of volatility, it hasn't been able to move past that price level. So now it is flat, and price is down here. So look at price, and the Kijun-sen. There is a massive gap here. Now what happens is price gets drawn to the Kijun-sen eventually, so that can be bullish. Now the reason it's bullish is because this is a midpoint moving average. It's calculated based on highs and lows of the prior 26-day period. So in the near future, if this does not continue to break down here from this support level here, it should be moving up to meet the midpoint moving average. So that's going to be a bullish one for me as well. So I've got two bearish so far, two bullish, and we're moving on to the fifth point. The fifth point is that the Tenkan-sen and the Kijun-sen are greater than the Kumo. Now here we are stuck again, because even though the Tenkan-sen is trading below the Kumo cloud, the Kijun-sen is trading in the Kumo cloud. So that is a neutral indicator, And the reason that it is neutral is because only one of them is trading below the Kumo. The sixth item is the Tenkan-sen pointing down. The Tenkan-sen is not pointing down. It is flat, and that's neutral as well. And then up here is the Kijun-sen pointing down. The Kijun-sen has been flat and is flat right now. That is, again, a neutral indicator. Why is it neutral? Because it is not bullish. It is not going up. It is not bearish. It is just flat. So I've got a lot of neutral indicators here. I got 2 bullish indicators and 2 bearish indicators. Now I'm moving on to the Chicago span, which is the momentum indicator. And this makes a lot of sense right now. The reason that these indicators are neutral and trading flat is because there has been no breakout in the Chicago span. So our 8th item is the Chicago span trading above price. No, it isn't, so that is definitely negative. The Chicago span is not trading above price, but the Chicago span is trading above the Kumo. Now, as long as the Chicago span is trading above the Kumo, that is bullish, okay? So the Chicago span above the Kumo, this is the Kumo cloud, that is bullish, but it is trading below the price, and that is bearish. All right, so there's a bunch of mixed signals going on here. Our 10th item on our checklist is the Chicago span future in open space. Let's have a look. Now, the Chicago span traded through price here. It bounced off the cloud. It bounced into open space, and then it came back down, and now it's interacting with the cloud again. Now, where's the open space? The open space is below the cloud. Now, this cloud is still reasonably thick, and it's going to take a bit of a drop here to actually push it below. That means that price, this closing price, needs to go to at least, wow, what is that? Like 570, 575 before the Chicago span will break through the cloud. So I am not going to discount that fact. I'm not going to speculate on that. Right now, it is trading above the cloud, and for that reason, I am going to give it a positive check on the checklist. All right, so I'm not saying that Aurora Cannabis is a strong buy here. In fact, it is trading below the cloud, and as long as it's trading below the cloud, I am definitely not trading this to the long side. I am not buying this right now, but there are a lot of mixed signals here. And the reason there are a lot of mixed signals is because there hasn't been a significant breakdown below the cloud yet. Okay, now when I say a significant breakdown, yes, price is trading below the cloud, but the Chicago span, which is our momentum indicator, has not. And as long as the Chicago span stays above the cloud, there is a good chance that we can attempt a move back up above the cloud here. So right now, I would say danger ahead. Do not buy right here. Wait for price to trade above the cloud. I know it's a long way off, but what can happen here is that price can trade up. It can trade all the way up and then hit this resistance area here, which is my future Kumo. And this future Kumo cloud is going to be strong resistance because it is the Senkou span B. So the future cloud here is negative, and there is a very strong probability that it's going to find very strong resistance here and roll back over. All right, but there is some space here to move. I am not going to say buy it here. So let's just do a quick recap of our checklist and see what we have in the end. I have 3 bearish indicators, I have 4 bullish indicators, and I have 3 neutral indicators. So this is definitely a mixed bag. So what I can say in summary is that this is definitely a cautionary signal. Be cautious if you're trading long here. Use your stops. I know these things are very, very volatile. I just look at what it did yesterday, or today, I should say. It traded down 4.8%, which is a pretty big move, but I know that this move was amazing. It was more than 130%. But this is definitely some kind of consolidation. And as long as we're below this cloud, you got to be careful. I would not be trading this. I would not go long here until we get above the cloud. So even if you go long here, you got to make sure that you have some take profit levels over here, because it's not going to be easy getting through this resistance zone up here. All right, so please, everyone, be cautious in your trading. I don't want to see small and novice traders get burnt, spending their hard-earned money on stocks, buying stocks, and losing all of their money. It's the purpose of the stock serpent watchdog, to watch out for the little guy and to make sure that everyone has the technical information regarding stocks that they need to make better investment decisions. All right, so right here, right now, I want to say good trading and good day.